Ahlan wa sahlan, welcome to the Arabic and English Academy, lesson 13. Today we will be going over 10 vocabulary words, and we will continue to practice reading and writing. Okay, let's begin. Today we're continuing our vocab unit on verbs, and the first word we have today is to shake hands. And to shake hands in Arabic is يصافح 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 shake hands. Okay, the next word we have is sits, and sits in Arabic is يجلس 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 sits. Okay, the next word we have is stands, and stands in Arabic is يقف 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 stands. Okay, now the next word we have is speaks, and speaks in Arabic is يتكلم 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 speaks يتكلم. Okay, the next word we have is thinks, and thinks in Arabic is يفكر 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 thinks يفكر. Okay, the next word we have is sleeps, and sleeps in Arabic is ينام 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 sleeps ينام. Okay, the next word we have is awakes, and awakes in Arabic is يصحو 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 يصحو, awakes. يصحو. Okay, the next word we have is watches, and watches in Arabic is يشاهد. 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 شاهد. 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 يشاهد. يشاهد. Watches. يشاهد. Okay, the next word we have is wave. Like to wave your hand. And to wave is يلوح. 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 Wave. يلوح. Okay, and the final word we have is digs, and digs in Arabic is يحفر. 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 Digs. يحفر. Okay, this concludes the vocab session for this lesson.
So now we'll go through them together. The first word was done for us, it was the example. We'll go on to the second word. So you should have read it until it becomes smooth. Keep on and you're repeating it until you can read it smoothly. Surah. Surah. Even if you read it cut up or by parts, just keep on repeating it until it's a smooth flow. Surah. 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 Then you should have wrote it in English on the top line. Surah. And then rewrote it again on the bottom line in Arabic. I'm gonna as I said, I'm gonna go through all the words with you, but I'm gonna write it on the board so you can see, and so it can be big, and so it can be big and you can see it clearly. So the second word, as we said, was surah. So now I'll write it on the board so you can see how it should have been written, and you of course should have wrote it on the bottom line of your paper. So as I said, I'm going to write it on the board so it can be big and clear for you to see. We said the word was surah. So we write the scene. Connecting to the wow. The wow doesn't connect to the ra because the wow is not a connecting letter. So you were just to write it exactly as it was written. Then the alif at the end. Surah. Go on to the next word. The next word was Rina. So you should have wrote it on the first line on your paper. Rina, and then on the bottom line in Arabic, and I'll write it now on the board so you can see it the way it should have been written. Give you an idea of how it should have been written. I'm not writing it here because I want it to be big so you can see it better, so it's better on the board. So we'll just write them up all on the board, one by one. So as we said, the word was Rina. Rina. So we write the Ra, starting above the line, going under the line. The Ra, followed by the Ya, its connecting form, followed by the Noon, its connecting form, and ending with the Alif. Then we go back and put all the dots in. 2 dots below the Ya, and 1 dot on the Noon. Rina. Okay, so we'll go on to our next row. Second row, the first word of the second row was Runa. So again, you should have wrote it on the top line in English and then rewrote it the second line on your paper. So we said it was Runa. So you should have wrote it in English, top line, rewrote it in Arabic. Now I'll write it on the board so you can see how it should have been written, how it should have been done, give you an idea. And of course, you should be checking yourself to see if you're getting these answers as well. So we said it was Runa, so we'll go ahead and write that. The Ra, not connecting to the Waw, because the Ra is not a connector. The Waw, following the Ra, not connecting to the Ra, because we said the Ra is not a connector. Then the Noon comes after the Waw, connecting to the Alif. Put the dot on the Noon. Runa. We could have made the Ra and Waw a bit more space, but the most important thing is that they didn't connect. Of course, it would be better to keep more of a space to be clear that they don't connect, but as long as it doesn't touch, it's indicating that it's not connecting. Runa. The Ra, not a connector. The Waw, not a connector. That's why they're not connecting to any letter. The Noon is a connector, so it connects to the Alif. And that's the Noon's connecting form. Okay, moving on. The next word was Dira. So you should have wrote it in English on the top line of your paper and then rewrote it again in Arabic on the bottom line. I'll go ahead and write it on the board so you can see how it should have been done. So we said the word was Dira. So the Dal, not connecting to the letter after it, which was the Ya, because the Dal is not a connector. Then comes the Ya in its connecting form, connecting to the Ra, and then the Alif. So we put the 2 dots on the bottom of the Ya. Dira. Dira. We said that the Ra is not a connector. So why is the Ya connecting to the Ra? Well, non-connector means it doesn't connect to any letter after it, as we said. Doesn't mean that letters that are connectors cannot connect to it. Since the Ya is a connector, it can connect to it. There's no issue. The Ra is not connecting to the Alif because the Ra is not a connector. But if a connector was preceding the Alif, for example the Ya, it could have connected to the Alif. So the word was Dira. Go on to the next word. The next word was Sara. Sara. It's not Sara. Sara. There's the alif is long. It's not a. It's a. Sara. Then there is a name in Arabic a female name, Sarah, but it isn't spelled like this. So as we said, these are not all necessarily real words. Some may be throughout, and the majority aren't. We're just using the letters that we took to make combinations so we can practice our reading and writing. So you should have wrote it first line on your paper, Sarah, and then rewrote it again in Arabic. So you should be checking your answers, make sure you're getting the same answers. Sara, Dira, Runa, Sura, Rina. And you should be also watching me how I do it on the board, so you can see how it should have been written, give you an idea. So we'll go ahead and write Sara on the board, so you can see how it should have been written. So the word was Sara. Write the scene. Connecting to the alif. Even though the alif is not a connector, the scene can connect to it, because the scene is a connector. It connects to any letter after it. Sa. Then the ra. The ra doesn't connect to the alif because the alif is not a connector. Sar. Then we have the alif again. Sara. Okay? We'll go on to our next 2 rows. Put them up for you. Here are the next 2 rows of this assignment. Go ahead and do them. As we've done before, read them until you read it smoothly. Write it top line of your paper in English, and then rewrite it in Arabic. Top line, bottom line, as it's presented. Okay, so go ahead and do it. Pause your video, do them all, and then once you're done, we'll go through them so you can check your answers and see how it should have been written. Give you an idea of how it should have been written. Okay, now we'll go through them together. The first word of the 3rd row said Rudu. Rudu. Remember the roll on the ra. Not ra. It's not ro. Rodu. It's rudu. Not rodu. Rudu. The English R is ra. In English you would have read it as ru. Do. In English, ru-do. Ru-do. But in Arabic, ru-do. Okay, so you should have wrote it just like this on your piece of paper. Ru-do. And now I'll write it on the board so you can see how it should have been done. Word was ru-do. The ra. Followed by the dal, and followed by the wow again. And as you can see, all the letters here were non-connectors. The ra, the wow, the dal, and the wow again. Rudu. Okay. Moving on. Next word was Siru. 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 And I'll write it. Scene. Connecting to the ya. Connecting to the ra and the wow at the end. We'll put the 2 dots on the bottom of the ya. Siru. Okay. The next word was danu. Danu. Written the dal, the alif, the noon connecting to the wow. Then we put the dot top of the noon. Danu. Dal, not a connector, doesn't connect any letter after it. Alif, not a connector, doesn't connect any letter after it. The noon, a connector, connects to any letter after it. And the wow is not a connector. Going on to row 4. The word is Dinu. Dinu. Written the word was Dinu, the fourth row. The dal. The dal not connecting to the ya. The ya connecting to the noon. Then the wow at the end. And we put our dots under the ya. Go back and put them. Then the dot on the noon. Dinu. Okay. The next word was Radu. 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 Written the ra, not connecting to the alif. The alif, of course, not connecting to the dal. The dal not connecting to the wow. Radu. Okay. Last word of the fourth row. Suru. Written the scene connecting to the wow, even though the wow is not a connector, because the scene is a connector, connects to any letter after it. The ra coming, not connecting to the wow. Then again the wow. Suru. So that completes lesson